since I'm short.
I just remembered to tell you that I have a meeting at 3 in the Xavier building, so I may need to cut out
Okay,
before everybody's on. But
okay,
I can
that's
stay
fine.
until right before.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it was. I knew you were on at times.
Oh, maybe. I don't remember anymore.
Yeah,
but
yeah. That was a week ago, huh? Just tell me when y'all are ready. Okay. Oh, you're fine. Do y'all want to come up here?
Just get this one. You don't want the speaker in front of me?
Okay. All right. Thank you guys for coming today. As temperatures are starting to rise in Oklahoma, we want to remind parents and caregivers the dangers of leaving children in cars. The temperature in a parked vehicle rises very quickly, and a child's body temperature rises 3 to 5 times faster than an adult's, and that combination can be very deadly. Since 1998, more than 1,011 children across the United States have died from vehicular heat stroke. And sadly, last year, Oklahoma had 2 children die. Oklahoma is also ranked 3rd in the nation per capita deaths of children in hot cars, with 31 children dying from heat stroke since 1998. And what is often unreported is the staggering numbers of near misses, children who were rescued before the fatality. We want everyone to act. That's an acronym that stands for Avoid Heat Stroke, Create Reminders, and Take Action. Avoid heat stroke by never leaving your child alone in a car, not even for a minute, and consistently locking the doors to unattended vehicles and reminders. Create a reminder by using your phone, placing your purse or a bag in the back seat next to the child. Set an alarm on your phone as well, and create reminders with daycare providers or others that take care of your children. And then lastly, take action. If you see an unattended child in the vehicle, call 911 immediately. You don't know how long that child has been in the vehicle alone. And that could, mean life and death for that child. So we were asking everyone to help protect kids, and this is from this very preventable tragedy, and it's heartbreaking, and it just doesn't have to happen. Our speakers today, first we've got Riley Howard with EMS.
Good afternoon. We're here today to talk about a heartbreaking and entirely preventable danger, leaving children in hot cars. My name is Riley Howard. I'm a paramedic and the Community and Special Event Coordinator for EMSA. I've spent time in both the field and in our communications center, and I can tell you from experience these calls are some of the hardest we respond to. Medically, children are far more vulnerable to heat than adults. A child's body heats up 3 to 5 times faster than an adult's. This means that even in a short time in a parked car can become life-threatening. When a child's body's temperature reaches 104 degrees Fahrenheit, they can begin to suffer from heat stroke, a medical emergency. At 107 degrees, vital organs begin to shut down and the risk of death is imminent. Symptoms of a heat stroke in a child can include hot, red, dry, or damp skin, a headache, dizziness, confusion, nausea or vomiting, rapid breathing, rapid heart rate, or a loss of consciousness. These symptoms can escalate quickly and without immediate intervention can become fatal. Let's talk about the numbers. As Beth mentioned, since 1990, at least 1,125 children in the U.S. have died by being left in a hot car. In 2024 alone, 39 children lost their lives this way. On average, 37 to 38 children die each year in the U.S. from vehicular heat stroke. Thousands more have survived with serious injuries. In more than half of these cases, the child was unknowingly left behind by a parent or caregiver. It can happen to anyone, regardless of your background, your education, or your routine. At EMSA, we're committed to protecting the health and safety of our community. Our paramedics and dispatchers are trained to respond swiftly and compassionately to every emergency, but I want to be honest with you, these calls are some of the hardest we face. Whether you're the one arriving on scene or the one taking the call, the emotional toll is real and lasting. So what can we do to prevent these things? Look before you lock. Always check the back seat before locking your car and walking away. Create reminders. You can place a personal item like a purse or phone in the back seat next to your child. Use technology. Many vehicles and car seats now have alert systems. Use them. Keep cars locked and educate children that cars are not a place to play. You don't want them to become trapped inside while climbing around. Let me be clear, there's no safe amount of time to leave a child in a parked car, even with the windows cracked. Temperatures inside a vehicle can rise 20 degrees in just 10 minutes. We urge everyone, parents, caregivers, and community members to stay alert, always check the back seat, make it a habit, and because one moment of forgetfulness can lead to a lifetime of heartbreak. Thank you.
Thank you, Riley. Next, I have Andy Little with the Tulsa Fire Department.
My name is Andy Little. I'm the Public Information Officer for Tulsa Fire Department. This is an issue that's very important to us. Our firefighters respond every year to cars where we find children or pets locked inside. And even on a day where it's 70 degrees outside, your car can easily heat up higher than 90 degrees, which is high enough to injure permanently or even kill a small child, an elderly person, someone with medical issues. So it's very important that we as adults do our best to remember when we have the children in our car. We've heard both speakers mention putting something of importance in the back seat of your car so that you remember. And I've heard people say that's kind of silly because what's more important than your child? But the truth is this can happen to anyone. We've seen case studies across the country of responsible parents who are either leaving a long shift or just very tired, have a lot going on, and it can happen to you. And it's a very sad thing that, like Riley said, or even our first responders, it's a lasting thing they carry with them when they have to deal with these situations. So imagine how hard that is for a parent or a grandparent to lose one of their loved ones. So again, just please be vigilant, be very careful. Remember that children, elderly, and people with medical issues are higher probability of having these injuries, and do your best to help us. So if you see a child or a pet in a car without an adult with them, that the car's not running, the air conditioner's not going, please call us because we'll come and make sure that they get to a safe place, make sure that their parent is alerted. And also, it's very important that you don't leave your child in a car, even with it running, with the air conditioner going. Most of the newer cars, a lot of these electric vehicles, they shut off after a time period. So that means the air conditioner goes off as well. So while you may think running into the store, your child's going to be protected with that air conditioner going, your car may have that feature that turns off automatically and then your child is in danger. So let's do our best to not do that, and please call us if you ever see anyone in that situation. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. And finally, we have Captain Karen Tipler with the Tulsa Police Department.
First, I want to thank you all for coming out because this is a very important situation that we're talking about. Thank you, Beth, for inviting us all to speak about this before we get into that summertime, schools out type of situation and just families being out together. This is a very, very important issue that we need to make sure that parents, friends, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins are aware of. This type of incident takes a toll on not only the families who are involved, but also those first responders, who come to that scene. So parents, caregivers, guardians, if you could, make sure that you do something to remind yourself to look and make sure that that child is in the back seat, and that when you need to pick up whatever, that you look and see, clear the whole back seat, the second row, the third row. Clear those rows to make sure you are not leaving a precious cargo inside that vehicle. When we have to come to these types of incidents, what the officers will leave with are titles like child endangerment, vehicular homicide, negligent homicide, child abuse. Those things go with your name even though you had no intention of harming your child. So remember that when you do things and stop that car and park and get ready to go, we all get out together. We don't just run into a store or run into a friend's house to get something and come back. We all get out together. Yes, it may seem like a hassle to take your child out of that car seat, but we all get out together. We want to make sure that no negligent, no unintentional harm comes to any of our precious cargo, which are our children. And as the speakers have said before, these incidents not only have a lasting effect on the families, but also on those first responders who come out and try to give that care to make sure that that child can live, or if that child does die, the look that that child has and that is in the minds of that first responder does not go away. It not only affects the family, but it also affects the first responders who also have children or have loved ones who are very young. So remember, if you are getting out of that car, we all get out together. And if you have many children, do a mini roll call once you get inside the store or get inside the house. Call everybody by name, and if you don't hear a name or you don't see that body, make sure you get back to that vehicle. We do not want to leave our precious cargo behind. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. This concludes our press event. All of our speakers here are available for individual interviews if you would like. And also outside the window here, we have a heat display that shows the outside temperature versus the inside temperature of the van there. So thank you for coming.